Okay, this is part two to basically we're talking about Virgo, about someone that's a serial killer that does take people out. They could be victims or the serial killer. This person took out a lot of people. Let me get some names of the person, the serial killer names, or the victims' names is on here that have, because they make their body. Let me tell you something. These could be soulless beings, allegedly, y'all. Trigger warning. Black magic goes right back to center, and what they do is they do black magic, and they give them a cellular soul, right? But they also go ahead and sacrifice them, put demons in them, and they take that soul because they sold it, and they replace it with them in there. They soul is being, but they have to keep doing this and have sex over and over to keep the body from deteriorating. It's like going to the morgue and get another body. That's what they do allegedly. Trigger on them. You can believe me or not, they go to morgue and they'll go get a deceased body, and they will go in this body and use this, and just get another body. And these are demons that are in these vessels, alleged. Trigger warning. And they have to be used to keep them, magic to keep them going. You have to have sex with different people that have gifts, like chosen ones, starseeds, earth angels, to keep them from deteriorating. They have to keep getting that energy, and so they just drain it from you. But anyway, let's keep talking. Give me some names of these people. But anyway, this is a system. They don't want people to know about it, allegedly. This is something to do with the dark side, the underworld, the secret societies. They sell their soul to these people, and there's a serial killer running the street. This person, it works for the reptilian. Their agenda is to keep their vessel. They have to keep taking people out and sacrificing people, and keep going. And they have sex with you. They will take everything from you. In other words, your whole insides will be different. You will not be who you are. In other words, you'll think that's that person, but that person is soulless, because and that's why I tell you, people don't understand. In Africa, they were showing us a video, allegedly, about these, and in this one place where, what was it, New Orleans or whatever, back in the day, they were taking bodies and they were bringing the dead back. You notice on Google, they used to show that a lot, where they were raising the bed with magic, and they were using other souls because they sold their soul. So you don't understand how it works. You need to look it up, because they were showing it to our face, but people don't want to believe it. They stay in that sleep mode. But you got to know, because you can be one of these victims if you're not careful. And I call justice and judgment that these people, that the serial killer gets. This person will just go get another body, because they actually don't, and their soul will be on the outside, because they done took a lot of souls, but they got to keep doing it. So they on the hunt constantly looking for a different body. But anyway, there's some names right there for you. Now let's see the signs. And these people are on the hunt for bodies constantly, because once that body get fought, all they do is make them go deceased, and they'll get another body from the morgue and get a whole new identity and go right back out to work. Allegedly, secret society ain't telling everybody, but they know what's up in underworld and reptilians. If you don't know, I'm not going to talk about it much, but there is reptiles that have skin suits, and they need you. So you don't understand, you sacrifice your soul, you better understand, you're not going to make that contract. A lot of people that sacrifice their soul, they've already been taken over by demons or their host, and they've already sacrificed you. Took your soul, put it away somewhere. But they want to take both, the spirit and the soul, but they can't. But they go to the morgue, and when one passes, they'll just go get another one out the morgue. That's what they do. I'm just telling y'all, allegedly, so people don't understand magic, then you don't understand that world we live in, allegedly. People can call it absurd. I'm telling people, you keep doing it. You will, believe me or not, somebody could be a fire sign that's involved in this, that they took out. It could be a fire sign, could be a water sign that's involved, could be somebody has Uranus in their chart. What else? What's the signs of this victim or the person that did it? Could be a Libra. They say it could be all signs. This person takes out a lot of souls because they have to. Saturn, they take out a lot of souls because they have to. This is part of their duty. They have to. Somebody's a Scorpio. See, they have a lot of souls. They said basically all the signs because this person has did it because they need to keep a body. Neptune, because it would expire if they don't keep getting somebody to sleep with. Sun sign, Mercury, you can look it up if you don't understand magic. Demons get it in these vessels and they take over. It's not them anymore. Okay, it's a demon. There's fallen angels, there's others, but there's some demons are using these bodies, because if you look in centuries ago in the Enoch, their body was taken away, but their souls still run around, these demons. So y'all gotta understand, these demons got in these humans, but they have to agree. But sometimes SEX, they just take it from you, especially if you're a gifted chosen one. They like y'all because that's where they want a permanent supply, so they don't have to keep going and recharge their batteries and get more people. They do this around the moon cycles, okay? So we're gonna leave it alone and move on, because that conversation is touchy, because they'll be mad at me. And everybody ready to shut me all down and telling me that I was absurd, she losing her mind. Now I'm just telling you what it is. Be safe out here. Now that's up to you how you take it. I learned to live my life on truth. I ain't finna sit up here and sugarcoat. See, because I ain't gonna lie to you. What else they need to know? Virgo. So some people are being used in their vessel. You might think who they are, but they actually been replaced and done. Fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We said a fire sign already. A child has ADHD, doctor time. I'm not a doctor. Somebody may have to go take the child, but let you know. Something smells bad. Someone's lover don't like to, somebody, now I can't stand a sucker. They like to receive, but they don't get. I'm going to put it this way. Like when we having a moment, you know what I'm saying? When you're coupled together, the SEX or whatever, this person likes you to do them, but don't like to do you. That's double standards. Who gonna do that then? See, you will be selling your soul to the devil, so don't sign that contract they're trying to bring to you. That's why I said don't sign no contracts. A lawyer is coming to help you soon, but don't sign no contracts. See, somebody was enraged in the past, and they not enraged now. See, somebody back in the day, somebody was doing animals and all that, and God seen it. Allegedly doing sacrifices, and says because these are rituals. They do this is because it's rituals. And a dark man, a lady was doing this. Somebody lots of money. See, something about a lawsuit somebody gonna end up getting because these people won't stop. They kept coming. Something about Kenyon West. You might win a lawsuit. Somebody Tim. Something about a lawsuit with Kenyon West, because somebody's 144, they're chosen. So somebody's going to be facing it. Someone has an STD in their body you need to watch, who you sleep with right now, allegedly. Jail time is coming. They trapped out of your life. They can't get around you. Somebody named Eleanor, allegedly. Something about you are a healer from years ago, Eleanor. You're here to heal the planet, so stand up. So you will be a winner for life. You're a winner for life in these streets. We will give you a signal when it's time to move, Most High. Do not make a SEX tape, because they're going to hold that against you. So, they do that. They try to get you. Some people tape you and you don't even know you're being taped. So be careful what you do out there. Evidence is stacking against these people, and they don't see it coming. Someone named Watts, they were always, someone twin flame was mirroring you in the past, but they was mirroring you, and y'all mirroring the same experience. In other words, what they experience, you experience, and back and forth, back and forth. We live by faith, and not by sight. You got to live by your faith, because you can go in the dark, and if you have no faith, then you ain't going to be able to maneuver, because you got to live by faith and don't go by your sight, because your sight can be deceiving sometimes. Love yourself every day, just period. You got to learn to love yourself. That's a must. Here's some people that need to learn to love themselves. You need to love yourself every day now. You got to love yourself every day. This main male in your life need to learn to love themselves. Married. Like, share, subscribe.